You're listening to the Live Free podcast. I'm your host, Christine, certified life coach, pain to power mentor, and creator of Embody You Mindset Mastery School. I'm here today to discuss living life after disease, disaster, or adversity, to discuss living life fully once again, a life of hope, peace, and resiliency, a life fully embodied. I utilize the lessons that I learned going through not one, but two primary cancers. I'm here today to guide you to the life of your dreams, turn your pain into power, and lead you back to yourself. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Live Free podcast. Today, I want to talk about success and redefining success as it means to you. Because there's a definition of success in our society that's quite rampant. And that definition is that you go off, you go to school, you become successful, you maybe pay money to go to school, and then you become very successful in a career following somebody who tells you how to do things. Now, there's nothing wrong with that version of success. It's a beautiful version of success. It became successful for a reason. But I want to talk a little bit about redefining what success looks like for you in regards to business, and in regards to success in your life. You know, maybe you've chosen to work from home for your job. Maybe you've chosen to leave your job and take care of your family. Whatever it is for you, I want to talk about redefining your success for you today, specifically. And so within that limitation, that traditional definition of success, we are taught to fit into a box. And that box says that, you know, we don't have any autonomy. We don't have any belief in our own plans or hopes or dreams or anything like that. We are following somebody else's dream and feeding it for them. Now, of course, there are some versions of success that include, you know, people who have started businesses and become very successful. But it's the in-between where success has absolutely no place. So when somebody starts a business, they're not successful. When somebody is struggling to find the specific entrepreneurial decision that they've been trying to come to, the niche or the plan or whatever, that is not successful. So a lot of people shy away from it because they want the construct of success that life has given to them. And so the most safest, smoothest, clearest path to get that success is to follow the status quo, to feed somebody else's dreams. And so I want to instead highlight the importance of aligning your personal values with your pursuits and redefining what success could mean for you. So perhaps in your life, the way that you'd really like to show up in the world is you'd love to be the best mom that you can for your kids. Maybe it is that you want to redefine health for yourself after going through a health struggle. Maybe you want to coach or start a business or start a new pursuit that is unique or out of the box. That version of success is internal. So that person wakes up every single day passion-filled, excited, not always with tons of energy, because sometimes there's insecurity and unsureness, but always, always doing the thing that they love, as opposed to the thing that will garner this typical version of success. I know for myself, starting my coaching business and podcasting and doing all the things that I've been doing was so scary, because I know my parents, many friends around me were kind of like, well, you should watch yourself, make sure to keep a job and continue to impress your boss, or maybe you should just do this on the side as like a side gig. I had a lot of people try to discourage me from doing the work that I do, not out of anything other than just sheer hoping for the best for me, nothing but love. But it was because it wasn't their definition of success to go on this crazy, who knows what this is, this ride of being an entrepreneur, and all of the insecurity that comes with that, all of the instability, all of the things that we do not crave as human beings, has created this fear and lack in some of the people that love me. So they try to get me to get my head on straight and think a little clearer. And so consider that maybe for you have a very similar experience. Maybe you feel like everything that you've ever wanted, whatever your version of success is, and it doesn't have to be just jobs. It could be just the way that the hobbies that you chase, or the way that you show up in the world, or the volunteer programs that you start. It could be anything. What is your version of success and happy? But consider that success in the context of your typical societal role often leads to burnout, frustration, anger. You're helping with someone else's dream. You're waking up every day. You're having to clock in and clock out. You have a schedule. All of these things that might not feel good to you. They also might feel good to you. Your version of success may be following a structure. There is nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful. We take all kinds to lift up the world. And I know that I often work with people who are excellent at following direction, but uneasy at being given too much wiggle room. And so I'm really grateful that in this world we have all types, because we have all opportunity in order to enjoy and learn and have these different successes, especially in a first world country where we have so many things at our fingertips and we have so much abundance around us. However, maybe you feel a bit like me. Maybe you feel a bit tired and frustrated when you're working for someone else. Maybe you feel agitated that you are not living your dream. And so that might be a perfectly successful person. Let's digress for a second and let's talk about even weight. Your version of success may be to enjoy life instead of counting every single calorie. But typical success says that being super skinny is the way that we should have success, that we will be happy. And so, maybe you're in an extreme calorie deficit. Maybe you're exercising constantly. Maybe you don't feel good about that. Maybe you do. But again, that's your definition. It's how you feel. And so consider that being in a place of success, feeling really, really good, might be the messy, unstable, and anti-success that society believes that you should be. Because being successful, to me, means waking up happy. Whatever version that is for you. It means waking up and having the schedule in front of you that you want. It means allowing your gifts to come through in whatever way that looks. That doesn't mean that there is any right or wrong way to live this life. There is just a successful way and an unsuccessful way. And so I invite you to start to consider your successes in your life from more of a space of success is happiness, as opposed to success as a construct. So you can begin to live a life that is more enjoyable, that is more yours. And that, to me, is success. So I hope that you found this short episode enlightening and enjoyable. I know it's been a little while since I've been on the podcast. I've been very busy writing my book, editing, choosing my cover, and all the wonderful things that come in between. That, to me, is a version of success, and I can't wait to share it with you. We'll chat soon, and have a great day. Thank you so much for listening. If you found expansion with this last episode, then that means that others will too. And the best way to get the word out about the podcast is by leaving a review. I would be so grateful if you could leave me a review and let me know how you felt about the podcast. Included in the show notes will be everything that we talked about today, including all of my transformative programs. Change is just on the horizon, my friend.